Hey everybody, so today I wanted to talk about the right elements to include within your research project brief. Now, you may be thinking, why do I need a brief? I know what research I need to do. This will just slow me down. Well, just like any great meal, it needs a clear recipe to follow. So consider this your project brief, your research recipe for success. And trust me, even though it's a little bit of extra work, you're going to be thankful that you did it. So before you start, I recommend sitting down with a person or the team that you'll be doing the project for so you can fill this out together. First part of your research brief is going to be your background. So how did the project come up? Who's asking for it? What do we already know about this business question? Next is your project overview and your business objectives. So consider this one level down from the background section where you'll be getting more specific details about the project. So it could be things like what's driving the need for the research? What do we hope to learn? What are 2 to 3 questions that we really need answers to? I see this as a really critical conversation that you want to have early on because, in my experience, on more than one occasion, after discussing these business objectives with a team who's asking for the research, I was able to answer their questions with information we already had, which eliminated the need to do any additional research. And more importantly, it saved dollars in my budget for any unnecessary work. Okay, so the next section is your intended use of results. What are you going to do with this information? What decisions will be made from it? And which objective criteria will drive that decision? This is an important area where you need to have a very clear understanding of the success measures and any benchmarks you'll be comparing against. The rest of the brief should be pretty easy to complete. You've got your consumer target, which is, are you going to your general population or a certain demographic? What stimulus will be tested, if any? So if you have anything for the consumer to react to, like concepts or ads, find out how many, and then also what design stage they'll be in. So for instance, an ad can be in animatic, a rough, or a finished form. Next is your timeline. When are the results needed? You can use that date to work backwards from to determine when to have a kickoff meeting, when final stimulus needs to be ready, and even create a Gantt chart so it's all in one place. And then finally, identify your project leads. You want to have a really good understanding of who the key contacts are from each team involved, and you can even assign them line items in the Gantt chart so it's clear who owns what. And there you have it, your research recipe for success. And speaking of recipes, here's a good little life hack for you. The next time you're cooking pasta, place a wooden spoon across the top of the pot to keep the water from boiling over. Now you may be asking, why is that? Well, a wooden spoon is hydrophobic, meaning it's unable to absorb water, so it destabilizes the bubbles when they come in contact with it. That's it for me. We'll see you next time.